Coming up on FHN Today TV, we have a feature on former FHN graduate Cami Wade and her photography,
a feature on creativity in the classroom, as well as a story behind the painted pot.
And lastly, a great story on how class pets affect students' learning.
But first, I'm Taylor Perry.
And I'm Lupe Medina, and welcome to this edition of FHN Today TV.
Have you had any classes with any class pets?
Class pets? I thought that was just on TV shows.
No, we have some class pets in FHN, like Brock's Miss Frog. Miss West even has a guinea pig.
Really? I wonder how these pets affect students' learning.
Let's watch this video to see how the teachers think about the class pets.
Some teachers around FHN have class pets that bring something unique to their classes. Since these pets tie into the classes that they're in, most teachers find the benefits of a class pet to outweigh the risks.
It gives kids some real life examples to some of the things that we might be learning. You can watch videos sometimes and you can do activities, but sometimes it's nice to have a real live representative that you can use for specific tasks to demonstrate some lessons or whatever it may be.
I think it's just a good thing to have to show the kids, especially with me being a science teacher, having some that we can talk about and that they can learn how to care about. And some of them, I mean, they'll still come in here and say, is that a hamster? I'm like, this is not a hamster. You know, some of them just don't understand just some of the general pets that they're out there. So it's kind of nice to just educate them.
I think it'd be really cool having a class pet.
It would help me be more engaged in class, mainly because I'm not so great at science, but I like animals, so.
Well, that's not the only way that teachers try to get their students interested in what they're teaching. They also try to bring out the creative side of students so that they are more active during class.
Even in math, like I understand choir or art, but in math?
Yeah, really. Just watch this piece from Taylor Sheridan and see for yourself.
Creativity is when a student feels like they can be themselves in the classroom.
The ability to take any type of material and craft it into something.
When we give students problems that require them to think beyond just the procedural math.
And that there isn't just one correct answer. I think a lot of times creativity stems from not so much those AP classes where students are worried about a grade, but more when they feel they can create something of their own.
Something that is pleasing to look at or interesting. You take a deck of cards and you turn it into a house of cards. You know, it's kind of being able to look at things and do things.
And when we give them those options, I think that's when things come, you know, the best things come out of the students.
It gives them an avenue that they don't normally see.
It makes them think harder and deeper.
It helps you think differently about the world around you.
It prepares them for the future. I mean, that's what you do in the real world.
You're going to have your own house. What do you want the inside of your house to look like? Is it just going to be white walls, black carpet?
When you give students the creativity to work in the classroom, that's when they do their best work.
Do you see what I mean now?
Yeah, I see now.
If you're looking to be more creative out of school, you can always go to a pottery place.
I always go to the painted pot. You know, there's quite a story behind it.
The Painted Pot is a create-your-own art studio down in O'Fallon, Missouri that has been around for 16 years now.
You know, I get up every morning and I'm here by 8:30. We open at 10 because I'm ready to go. You know, I can't wait to see what's going to come up for the day. But being in the studio is one of my favorite places to be.
Their family-friendly studio creates a good atmosphere where you can have a personal creative outlet.
Once they've been here one time, they get to know me. But I think we try to make it comfortable and that you're comfortable coming in and picking something to do.
Many people may know Donna and the Painted Pot, but not everybody knows how it got started.
My story is, I had a friend I had to take care of who had cancer, and I was able to take care of her. And before she passed, she said, I want you to do something. Do something that you have a passion for. So she left me money for the studio. She has guided me to do something, and I'm like, I'm so lucky to have this place. We had a really rough time. My husband passed away, and I had to survive that. And the economy came, and it was so bad. And you know, I never gave up. I'm gonna cry now. But I didn't give up. And I'm so lucky to have a place to come to work like this because, you know, I could have been in a gutter for how I was feeling because my husband died instantly. It changed my life. We had to really struggle for a while after that, you know. So I celebrate, you know, that, you know, I made it through this terrible thing. And, you know, I'm so lucky to get to be here. And, yeah, I think the lady who left me the studio, did she know that she was my guardian angel? Because 2 years later is when my husband passed. So, you know, it's like, I feel like she was setting me up to be okay.
Wow, I can't believe she was able to create this awesome studio from all this heartache.
I know, I don't think I would ever be able to cover as fast as she did.
You know, this video just gave me a great idea for a gift I could give my mom.
That's a good idea. Speaking of moms, my mom's been wanting to do a photo shoot with the family, but I don't really want to. It can be kind of awkward with a photographer.
You know, I heard that former graduate Cami Wade has a really good relationship with her clients. Let's listen to her story.
I found an internship through Alive magazine, who's like a high fashion magazine in downtown St. Louis, who kind of took me under their wing and stuff. My whole life I've been attracted to art and like creating things, but I never really realized like how I'd be able to make money and make a living doing something creative until I came across photography. So that was like really exciting to be able to know that I could make a living out of something that like I really enjoyed doing. One of my favorite things about what I do is just getting to know another person's life story. Anytime I meet with a bride and a groom, I always like to get to know them. Like we talk about just things that we enjoy together, and I just love hearing all the funny stories that they've gone through as a couple. And then we talk like 5 or 10 minutes of business at the end. So we have like a friendship and an actual connection. So by the time their wedding day comes, I'm not just like a hired person shooting their pictures. I can help portray like how they are together as a couple because I actually know who they are. I would like to think that I am really personable with all my clients and I treat them more as like friends than just that this is just a job for me. I love what I do and I would never want to do anything else. So I hope that that kind of sets me apart from a lot of other photographers.
Those pictures look awesome. It would be so cool to work with her.
Definitely. Well, that's all that we have for you today. I'm Lupe.
And I'm Taylor.
And stay tuned for the next edition of FHN Today TV.
Stay super FHN. Yeah, I really have to pee.
Okay.
You're all
Coming up, no, just clap after every word. That's shook me.
I don't really want to.
You winked at me.
I saw it. I'm weird. Especially since I don't like science.
Why did you blink like that? She was like,